Halloween has come again, and that means Valve remembered their login info and were able to ship the update after keeping us in suspense for like a week. The result of that is 6, count 'em, 6 new maps, all with their own gimmicks, and obviously, we got new hats. But more importantly, we didn't get a spider this year, ladies and gentlemen. We did not get a spider! They remembered that the Pumpkin Goon is a thing! Yeah, baby! Farmageddon is a unique take on one of my favorite game modes, Player Destruction, in which this time you are collecting Weed Killer to kill a giant mutant pumpkin and fighting killer reskinned skeletons as scarecrows that are brought to life. I always enjoy when Halloween maps knock me off my feet with things like good map design and custom voice lines, while the logistics of this mysterious farmer man are questionable, and the weird circumstance of not being able to deposit your kills in the capture area if someone on the enemy team is also there, and the fact that engineers can be a little bit overpowered aside.
This map is weirdly unbalanced for engineer and you're fucking top scoring.
I am? This map is easily A tier. I learned something upsetting today. Okay, I died instantly.
There was a spy, it says a sniper, and I missed him twice even though he was kind of standing semi-still. So I killed myself, and I thought, but he walked away, so I was like, oh, he didn't see me kill myself, so there was no joke. But then in the kill cam, there was a spy who had just uncloaked behind me to backstab me.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Next up is Graveyard, and call me crazy, but I do believe we got ourselves a new arena map. Ooh, I'm the haunted Iron Bomber, fear me. Dude, look, I'm the haunted Iron Bomber. I'm a longtime defender of arena mode because it truly puts your skill as a player to the test in a deathmatch style team fight, except for when all your teammates just kind of leave you hanging and Rogue Scout comes and kills you. Graveyard is our newest addition, and lets players actually serve some kind of function when they die, which is turning into a little dispenser ghost and giving a small heal to surviving players. However, I feel like the healing beam is pretty wonky. There's no visual or physical feedback that you're actually healing a target. This ghost medicine is just not the same. The map is chock full of little secrets and details, but I must say it kinda sucks and isn't fun, especially when a super spell spawns and, then we all lose. Also, I've noticed that more than half the time the HUD is broken, textures are missing, and teams go unbalanced because Valve hates arena mode. I think it should come back under the alternate game modes tab, but for now, it's doomed to do nothing but serve as a base for Saxon Hail fights. Erebus is here. Do you like cramped maps? Do you like maps that aren't fun to play on? Do you like maps with confusing layouts and arrows plastered all over the place because design is too hard? Then Erebus is for you. Yeah, this map sucks, and I actually like Attack Defend. Time limits are impossible to keep track of because blue gets an absurd amount of time to attack red. Points for atmosphere, and that goes for all the new maps really. You can't go wrong with that traditional spooky vibe that comes with this time of year. And I like the overall look of the map, but playing it kinda sucks. Every game I played on here has taken way too long to actually get into because no one wants to play it. In fact, I've actually been writing this entire script so far while waiting to get into a game. I think the footage speaks for itself on this one. Having a new multi-stage attack defense map is pretty cool, but you won't catch me voluntarily playing on this one. If you ever wanted to embrace your inner New Mexico but just can't even though the game takes place in New Mexico, well now you can with Los Muertos even though Day of the Dead is in November and not Halloween. This King of the Hill map is packed to the brim with detail but suffers from Erebus' overly long capture time. It also has the general feel of an Overwatch map, which is never a good thing. Do you like having fun spells, but them spawning too infrequently, so you might as well not even have them? Well, that's what this map is all about. Also, the clock striking midnight and going to the world of the dead is fun, but it happens too few and far between. It should really be snappier, because to me, that's what having the fun spooky spells is all about. Plus, when you leave the underworld, it spits you out in your spawn, so by the time you're ready to unleash your super attack, your buff has worn off, so there's no real point in even giving it to the player. Oh, and this is just a side tangent here, but if you can secure the micro spell from your standard green spells, take it away from the super spell pool of abilities. I know it's supposed to be rare, but it doesn't feel rare when you nab it twice in a row. Anyway, this map is great, so go play it. Second to last, we have Synthetic, which is my personal favorite if we're talking design-wise. Most of these maps are spooky versions of existing maps, and this is no different. However, this map ditches the traditional themes of point capturing for a hair-raising story of Annabelle Sinclair and her desire to create false life in some sort of Frankenstein's monster witchcraft tale. The new boss, who is just a reskinned Skeleton King, is fun, but I swear he has like double health or something. The Toastmaster is a cool, weird robot guy, but his kill feed name still just says Skeleton, so you might want to fix that. Overall, it's alright, but has a few tight corridors that might not be fun to fight against, and a big sprawling open point that is heaven to snipers. Or bots. Once again, though, it suffers the same problem as Los Muertos, where the spells spawn so infrequently and so rarely, you might as well not even have them, which is a huge problem that also blanketed last year's maps. Either have the spells or don't, and please, if you are going to use them frequently and make them easily accessible. Last but not least is Terror, a payload map that doesn't go overboard on the spells or the bosses like Hellstone and Brimstone, and not completely boring like Bloodwater or Precipice. Just a simple, scary map with fun spells, and it's light on the bullshit. There's not really much I can say. It's just a perfectly average payload map with the addition of spells. Though you are trying to stop or cause the explosion of Bonzo or Gonzo or whatever his stupid name is. He's just a texture in the pit, so he looks really weird, so I guess I'll take points away from that. But overall, the map is super fun. So yeah, that's my Scream Fortress map review. It's a pretty good, but you don't care about maps, you want those sweet, sweet hats. And don't you worry, because boy do these things suck and horribly break the game's art style. Most of them are just ugly or really gaudy, so why are none of them Halloween restricted? This is the Halloween case. Why did Valve just stop giving a shit about this? Why did it take them over a week to make the corpse carrier restricted? Why can Pyro turn into a spider and a floating wraith skeleton all year round, but I can't wear this nice bumblebee or pumpkin beanie year round? Okay, this video's over, I'm pissed.